Welcome, boys and girls. I'm Scuba Winters, and today we're here with the patch notes for 7.51 or Final Fantasy XIV, and we will get on to showing you what is in here. So, with this patch, we have the Cosmic Exploration Zone of Oxasia, which is the final one we are getting for Dawn Trail. This unlocks in Oizos. Just go there, and it's right when you teleport there if you're not already in the map. These are just all the quests to just fully unlock the area, because you do have to do some story quests when you get in there. We have custom delivery quests. This starts in Tuliolo. You do need to finish the point 1 main story quest, not just the normal Dawn Trail quest, and Inscrutable Taste quest. I'm not sure what side quest that is, but I think it's to unlock some crafting. I think it might be to unlock the Wakamekameki quest. I don't think you have to do all of them just to unlock it. I may be wrong with that. But for housing, the feature to hide the furnishing between the number of furnishing on screens that exceed 400 items has temporarily been disabled. We wish to sincerely thank everyone who has provided information on the official forums regarding the furnishing display issues detailed here and here. So if you have more than 400 items in a house, they might not display at all. Just not even at all. You just get ghost furnitures. So like if you have walls and things on the walls, you'll just have no walls. So presently we're continuing to investigate the issue based on reports we've received. Although we have made progress in narrowing down the possible causes, we have yet to ascertain the root cause of the issue. To avoid potentially long-term impact on gameplay, we've chosen to temporarily disable the feature to hide furnishings in patch 7.51. However, given that the feature is necessary to ensure physical graphical display stability, this provisional message has been negatively impacted performance. If you encounter any performance issues, we ask that you consider rearranging furnitures or adjust your graphic settings as necessary. Please note that once we've determined the cause of the issue and implemented a fix, we plan to enable this feature again. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. So that's a shame. Yeah, so that has been an issue. They just haven't figured out what causes that problem. So they're just disabling that. So hopefully we can get a fix for that as soon as possible. But while in a residential area, if large quantities of outside furnishings in your character's vicinity, your own outdoor furnishings will be displayed with priority. We have new furnishing. These are most likely all going to be from the new custom delivery or new Cosmic Exploration area. As it's more space stuff. New orchestration roles have been added. Mandatory gold stars. New cards have been added. New NPC opponents for Triple Triad has been added. New emotes have been added. Big fat tacos, which you're gonna get from Auntie's Tacos. A battle system. Okay, so new ultimate, which if you care about ultimate, you're already in it. You're not watching this. But Dancing Mad Ultimate has been added. You do need to have done the latest Savage tier. And this unlocks... Where do you... It actually doesn't say where you unlock it. Entering Dancing Mad Ultimate can be accessed. Yeah, where do you... Requirements, completing. Talk to Wandering Minstrel and Tulio. Okay, yeah, so you get a Tulio and we'll unlock it. And rewards can be exchanged in Solution 9 with the raid person. Plazo Diamond, okay. Crystalline Conflict. The effects of the healing glyphs and Archaea Harmonos has been updated as follows. The amount of HP restored has been reduced from 15,000 to 10,000. the 50% reduction in damage taken has been removed. So I guess that was a bit too OP. So new items, we have some gear sets. Oh. There we go. Now we get some back shots. New recipes have been added. Recipe list will be added later. As they do that like a few weeks later. I don't know why they don't just do this now, but either way. So they reconsolidated dyes in patch 7.5. They're reconsolidating pigments. So the following colored pigment items previously required to craft dyes have been consolidated into a single all-purpose pigment. So blue, red, yellow, gray, brown, green, and purple pigments will now just be a all-purpose pigment. If you possess any colored pigment items, you may exchange them for all-purpose pigments when speaking to the Calamity Salvagers, just like you did with the dyes. Colored pigment items obtained from gathering points have been replaced with all-purpose pigment. The items listed below now yield all-purpose pigment upon use as all-purpose pigment, or as opposed to the pre-consolidated equivalent. So fire ward, fire wind, lightning. So all the early like elemental things, I think they used to give like elemental bonuses, but when they removed that, I think they just gave you pigments. Now they just give the all-purpose pigments. So any elemental potions now just give the new pigments. The recently added recipes for standard spectrum dyes has been removed, and new recipes using all-purpose pigment have been added. So yeah, so you could just use all these to create the dyes, but now they're just consolidating those to just one item, which it did make sense. Whereas will no longer be able to trade color pigments. Will no longer be able to purchase, sell, or search for colored pigments on the market. Retainer ventures, if you are selling these, they'll still be in your retainer. You just got to take them out and trade them in and sell the new version. Retainer ventures or colored pigments have been replaced with new all-purpose pigment ventures. Though players must gather all-purpose pigment at least once as a botanist or miner to make these retainer ventures available. Retainer ventures for colored pigments that have been undertaken but not completed prior to patch 7.51 will be canceled upon summoning the applicable retainer, and any ventures paid will be refunded. Ventures undertaken via the companion app will be refunded within a few days with compensatory Mog coins. Okay. Oxasia, the next destination and cosmic exploration initiative, has been added. So here's new things. Okay. So it's going to get its own credits like all the other areas. So you can't use these in Fianna, Oizos, and on the moon. Oxasia exploration tokens. These are just like the mount to get the spider mount in Oizos and the hoverboard mount in Vienna. So do EX stellar missions and you get these tokens, trade those in for the mount tokens. Okay, daily successes. Upon completing the quest, the Forest of Paradise, credits earned via daily success will be converted to Oxasia credits. Please note that the daily success points can also be incurred in on Siena and Dorum and Fianna and Oizos, but so the daily bonus will be achieved if you're in Oxasia. Standard success is same here. Star Wars standing. Telling the Star Wars standing has been changed. Will now be based on players' contribution from Stellar and Tool Mastery missions, Mech Ops, project undertaken on Oxasia. Players can check their current standings with Scanning Way. Contribution made on the moon, Vienna, Oizos will not count towards a contribution score. So if you care about this, it's only in the latest area. Star contributions will be honored for 14 days the following ways. Yeah, so it's the same system here. Accommodations received on Asia will not apply. Wait, on Asia will not apply in Sandorum, Sandorum, Vienna, or Oizos, which is kind of annoying. You should just get the little glowy effect everywhere. So Tool Mastery missions is a new thing we're getting. Tool Mastery missions are special missions that can be undertaken in Asia by those who have completed the final stage of the Cosmic Tool. Unlike normal stellar missions, the aim is to achieve the highest possible score within the allotted time. Tool Mastery points are granted upon completion of Tool Mastery missions in accordance to the final score. Tool Mastery points are gained in accordance with with scores from Tool Mastery missions and accumulate with each individual class, which does sound like the class points. It looks the same thing, and it better not be 250,000 points, or at least it better be easy to get, because I don't want to do that goddamn grind again. Reach a certain milestone with specific class will grant achievements, and in some cases, titles. Current points can be checked via the mission selection list or via the overview found in the Tool Mastery point section in the Cosmic Class Tracker. Accessed from your Exo tablet. So it just looks like it's gonna be the same thing. Hopefully it's not at least 500,000, or you can get the points a lot, because man, doing the Cosmic Class thing for all the classes, that's such an insane, like, multi-month grind. And seeing how they doubled up, or they're going to double up, the achievements in the Occult Crescent, I won't be too surprised if it's 500,000. It's the same goddamn grind again. They're getting a bit, they're getting a bit too much with these achievements. So there are two types of scores, or there are two types of different score achievements or objectives in Tool Master missions. You may choose to complete the mission at any point after reaching the final objective. Mission completion will reward you with Tool Mastery points, Cosmic Class score, and contribution to Skyward standings. Separate with your score. Cosmic credits, Xasia credits, and Xasia exploration tokens will be awarded. Reaching either score objective will grant the following bonus effects: time limit increase, score multiplier increase, duty action usage increase, GP recovery. There are 3 Tool Mastery missions available per class, with a high score recorded for each completed mission. Okay. Cosmic Tool can be further enhanced, enhancing Cosmic Tools. So it's the same system. It's the same system as we've had for each other relic tool. So you just do that. Music played when a red alert in effect on Vienna has been changed. Why just Vienna? And that's odd. Was it the wrong music or something? We can now speak to Soul John to complete custom deliveries. Yeah, so we get the new custom delivery person, which we already went over. New gathering items have been added. New items have been added to gathering points. New varying fish have been added. This is most likely to the custom deliveries and the new pigments. New mounts have been added. This little leafkin. This is most likely going to be from the Cosmic Exploration area. New minions have been added. The little wheelbarrow. New fashion accessories have been added. You get to dig. And this probably is going to be like a constant emote of you just digging in the ground. New face wear have been added. Most likely Cosmic Exploration, since the last one had glasses. So, for system settings, in order to prevent server congestions immediately after release of patch 7.51, multiple field instances for Oxasia and Tuliol. The instances for Solution 9, Garlemald, Marylandorum, Doctel, and Oizos will no longer be separated into multiple instances. New achievements and titles have been added. The color of text donating unclaimed daily and weekly rewards. The bottom right of the Duty Finder window has been changed from orange to black. The following additions have been made to portraits, new accents, and new poses have been added. We have the new adventurer plate, and there's mostly going to be one for ultimate as well. You have the eat taco emote, devour taco emote, so we're getting 2 different ones, so that's cool. The additions have been made to auto translation dictionary for the console versions. Auto translation dictionaries that has been added. New trophies for PlayStation 5. New achievements for Xbox Series X and S. New music and sound effects has been added. So we have resolved issues. Okay. Known issues when undertaking the warrior job quest Pirates of Shallow Water, where certain NPC graphics did not display correctly. An issue where undertaking the unmaking and unmaking extreme when players with gamepad wearing it was difficult to target the boss during certain phases when the camera was set to a top-down view. An issue when during the unmaking extreme when the gauntlet taken status was not immediately removed upon defeating protective shadows, aggressive shadows, or soothing shadows. Issue during unmaking extreme where actions executed by protective shadows and aggressive shadows would take effect even when the enemy was defeated before completing the cast. Issue wherein the following Occult Crescent achievements added in patch 7.5 did not appear in the achievement menu and remain blank even when unlocked. Shader's treasury and pot in the act and riches abound. So yeah, these are the added ones. They just doubled up. We're already super grindy achievements and they decided to double them for whatever the hell reason. Like, literally 1% of the player base had these achievements, and like, yeah, let's double them for no goddamn reason. An issue with the Crystalline Conflict, Archaea Harmonos, where actions could be executed through obstacles if executed while jumping. Oh, geez. And this is with certain samurai and machinist PvE actions, where sound effects did not play correctly when executing a combo. Issue where Arcanist and Summoners. An issue with Arcanist and Summoners when executing actions with certain pets resulted in incorrect animation playing when summoning pet left the battlefield. Issue with the Viper PvE actions, first and fourth generation, when the reduction in potency after the first target was incorrectly applied when not executed as a combo. An issue with Blue Mage action Anvil, when the target status Meat Shield did not take damage in place of the caster despite being 12 yards of them. An issue with support action set in the hotbar. Issue with the support action set in the hotbar while entering certain duties with a duty action available, where the support action would erroneously display the duty action icon instead. Issue where the following weapon could not be stored in the RMR. Looks like the Viper, Tropius Saber Fangs, and Tropius Angle Brush. Well, it's the new Viper and Picto weapons. I'm not sure whose weapon are you, though? Not sure which versions those are. There's got to be new ones. Those are class weapons. An issue with private chambers in Free Company estates wherein items could not be moved from the player inventory into private chamber storeroom under certain conditions. An issue when the color around the pupil of male Highland hears were displayed incorrectly. Issue when playing as Lalafell Dark Knight, wherein jumping with an unsheathed weapon would cause the animation to play incorrectly. Issue wherein black dots were displayed in the graphics of certain minions. An issue wherein black dots were displayed in the following portraits, accents: Radis Graffiti, Fafnir Fulmination, and Shinryu Magic. Other minor text issue has been addressed. So, known issues. When traveling, an issue when traveling via Cosmoida during cosmic exploration, when the camera function incorrectly displays the player as returned to the start point of the route when duty ready prompt is displayed. This is not effective matchmaking, so that's important. An issue with cosmic exploration, wherein the footstep sound effect of certain NPCs on Uxasia is incorrect. The issue of cosmic exploration, wherein Class A missions unlock requirement in Stellar missions window are partly cut off and cannot be read in full. The requirements to unlock these missions as follows: complete Class B missions 0-5, complete Class B missions with gold rating 0 of 3. So that is the patch notes and the issues. So mainly just small things in cosmic exploration. So thankfully they didn't break too much stuff with this patch. But with that being said, this is patch 7.51. So we'll be getting Occult Crescent Northhorn in the next patch with the Phantom Weapons and the Allied Society and Hildebrand with patch 7.55 and Beastmaster in 7.56. So those will be in a later patch. So we're just getting Cosmic Exploration and Ultimate this one. So I hope you all enjoy this patch. So what patch stuff are you looking forward to, and what new things are you happy to see in this patch? If so, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, but put all that fun stuff in the YouTube comment section. Until then, I've been Tsukuba Winters, and I hope to see you all again. Until then, bye!